We interrupt this regular tune broadcast to bring you hard motherfucking feelings. Live from patreon.com/allyougarbage, the greatest goddamn website in the whole world. I am your host this week, Kevin James Ryan. Boo.
Boo.
Coming across from me is my best pal in the whole goddamn world. Put everything on silent, get ready for this. The whole goddamn world, Husky Hank Foley, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. And hey, by the way, this is not urine, okay? All right? Enough with that. You kids. Spray painting the house.
A lot of people were calling it Mountain Dew, if I recall the tweets.
It's emergency. It's two packs.
It's emergency Mountain Dew. Quick, get me a 20-ounce bottle. Stat.
I need a code red, quick.
It's code red. I need a Mountain Dew. What?
It's 2 packets of emergency. I'm a little sicky right now.
Yeah. I don't think that in that quantity is good for you. I think we've gone over this. Ladies and gentlemen, Toby McMullen over there in the corner on the 1s, 2s, 3s, and 4s.
Yeah, T-Bone.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you for listening to Hard Feelings, brought to you by Golden Apple Cigarettes. Golden Apple High Tar Cigarettes. Get that tar in you.
I sell Geritol for tired blood. That's what I do.
I've legitimately been watching the World Series, sending a lot of voice notes in that voice.
That's fun. I like a good lifetime bit. Speaking of the World Series, the boys went down there. It's been a whirlwind of a week, I got to tell you, for the old Kipperino and H. Foley.
Mm-hmm.
It started when the Eagles. My brain is. I'm coming off about 3,000 Bud Lights.
I'll take this over.
What do you mean?
It started in the fall of 1994.
First time I was diddled behind a shed. The Phils won. The Phils advanced to the World fucking Series, right?
Yes.
So I think it was the first game.
Excuse me.
It's like an old fucking lawnmower, this guy. I think it was, I'm literally, my mind is proper mush.
Mine's not. So
what
let's
are you
tell
talking
the tale
about?
nice.
You just asked if we talked about the Facebook thing.
Yeah, but now I'm dialed in. I got 15,000 milligrams of fucking vitamin C in me.
We decided to watch the game in
Plus a little
Philadelphia, or in Queens together. The first game of the World Series.
Yeah.
Me, you, our good pals, Tommy.
Go back. We've been partying since Skankfest. We've been boozing.
Why is it got to go back that far? We started at the World Series, but
Start
sure.
from the beginning. We've been boozing since
I thought you were dialed in over there.
I'm dialed in.
Oh, my God.
Buddy, you are off the hook right now.
You guys went to one of the most historic games in Philadelphia Phillies history, and before we turned the mics on, you said, you got anything to talk about?
I know. He's off. This guy's off.
I'm here, baby. I'm right here. I don't know what these two losers are talking about.
You guys been asleep at the wheel. So we get together.
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Yeah. Our good pal, Tommy Pope, I hit him up. I was going to lay low because I was licking my wounds from, like you said, just a lot of road time.
We've been getting after it.
A lot of drinking, a lot of road time.
Yeah, a lot of drinking to forget these days.
You ain't lying. So I hit up you. You had plans with your lady friend. You had a nice dinner or something planned. You weren't going to go out that Friday night.
It's hard to go back. That Friday
night. You just said you were dialed in.
That Friday night.
You and your lady had plans.
What did we
to
do
go
Thursday?
To dinner.
Thursday we did something.
I don't know.
I had off Friday night. I was going to stay in and watch the game, but I had said to you, if you guys go out Saturday to watch the game, I would probably be into that. I think she was going out to dinner.
Sure,
with
but you
the,
had
with
plans
the
with
birds.
the bird, to hang with the bird at least.
Just to hang, yeah.
To stay in the nest, as you will.
Yeah. The whole thing last weekend was we were supposed to
get in a fight somewhere. It was on the docket to fight at a restaurant.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah.
We had a big plan to push each other away and see if we come back.
Set it free. If it comes back, it's meant to be traumatic.
They always do, boys. They always do.
You guys are like an episode of Catfish.
We were supposed to really gut the apartment, throw things out, do one of those things, get everything tossed out, get everything cleaned up, and then Saturday we were looking at an apartment that I can't afford.
Mm-hmm.
What we were going to do.
Oh, yeah. This guy's been giving me the budget of looking at an apartment. You're going to be calling me on the second looking for a direct
I am going to need a
deposit.
letter soon.
From who?
From you.
Why me?
Because you own the business.
So do you.
Right. I already wrote mine. They better add up.
Business is 100% spelled wrong on that letter.
I'm a businessman.
Fully, quick, spell business.
B-I-Z. How you doing?
Shout out to it.
So we were supposed to do that, so I figured, Friday, I'll sit in.
You'll lay low.
Yeah,
That's when I started making plans.
Right, yeah. The way I've been operating this year with the Phillies, and not to get too sentimental, but this team is very special. I don't know if you folks are into baseball or not, but this team's very sentimental to me. Me and my dad watch the games all year from his deathbed.
Yeah, fucking ram that down their throat. The guy's driving down 76 right now trying to fucking enjoy his day. You're bringing up ghosts. I'm kidding. Shout out. Rest in peace.
So it was nice. And
Ron.
plus, this team shouldn't
I
even...
got a similar thing with Impractical Jokers.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. This team shouldn't even be
Why?
in
Who
the
died?
fucking World Series.
Shout out to Sal Volcano.
This team shouldn't be in the World
Sure.
Series, right? But they fucking pulled it together and whatever. So, it's been somewhat
I
spiritual.
also like how you're spinning this to be real sentimental. You've been doing fucking boomers and drinking whiskey for 5 days straight. It's not like you've been going to church and putting money in the poor box, all right?
That's true. That's true.
Oh, man, my dad, I miss him so much. Anybody got more shrooms over there?
I'm trying to act out.
Trying to lash out at my family?
I've been putting money in the box, just not the poor one. You know what I'm talking about?
Whores.
So anyway, I was going to stay in. Now, he doesn't really go out, or you don't.
I'm known to be out too much.
You were pushing me in a way that I was surprised at. I said
I would no. This is where you're
I'll
wrong.
show you the text.
Sure.
I said, "Hey, I'm staying in."
Oh, let's not start off that you might have misinterpreted a text some way.
I said I was staying in. You said you, Tommy, and O'Connor were going to probably watch the game at one of Tommy's
Watering holes out there in
saloons
Queens.
that Tommy Pope likes to go to. Then you
hold on, no, stop, because you would have gotten fucking crazy mad if you found out that me, O'Connor, and Pope were operating in your backyard, watching the Phils, drinking, putting each other in fucking headlocks and giving each other noogies. And if we were 4 blocks away from you, you would have been very upset. I said, I have to let you know these are the plans. Because if he would have seen, how would have he reacted had he seen an Instagram story of me in his neighborhood boozing with the boys?
It'd be mass unfollows across the board.
Oh, man, I'd be blocked for a little bit.
sweeping.
like the alphabet boys coming in. Getting everybody. Rico case.
Well, I
Bring
do
it.
like a good noogie every once in a while. Bullshit.
And Boogie.
Yeah, and Boogie. So then you switched it up.
Hold on. Yeah, so I text Tommy, and I go, I'll go out, but I don't want to just go sit at your fucking apartment and drink. I can do that at my house. You know what I mean? I can sit back, relax, chill, don't have to take a fucking $40 Uber back and forth, whatever. Like, I can just chill. If we're just going to sit down on a couch and watch it, I can do that at my apartment. So I'll go out.
Or in our friend's apartments, probably stand because there's 2 chairs.
Yeah. No, yeah. They were bringing like computer chairs in, and somebody's on a milk crate for an hour. So I go, all right. So he goes, we'll go to this, the crack house, or what's it called? The watering front?
Don't give away Tommy's spots.
Whatever. Some dump in Queens. So I go, I'll go there. So he goes, let me call to make sure the sound's on, because you don't want to just watch the fucking game.
No.
And they go, it's a Friday night in New York. They're like, absolutely not. Are we turning the baseball game on? You know what I mean? So they're like, it'll be on the TVs, but just not the sound. They'll be bumping the tunes in there. So he goes, they're not going to do it. But now at this point, I already got up. I showered, and I'm like, all right, the ball's rolling. I'll go over and have, I don't know, 2 tree pops.
Have a couple of beers.
I'm a
relax.
nice guy. You know what I mean? Put
The
my
game
feet
starts
up.
at 8. You're in bed by 10. What's the big deal?
I'll go to my buddy's place. I'll drink Bud Lights as fast as I possibly can.
There you go. Toby knows me. Toby has seen me operate. So I get there, and I just said, hey, change of plans. I know you're doing you, but this was no pressure. I was making my decisions all based already off just hanging out with Tommy. So I go, I'm going to Tommy's to watch the game just to get out, stretch the legs a little bit, do a couple high fives, with the boys, get them going. So I get there, and then I think in the second inning, you start, Snoop, who's all there? You really start putting feel. You were scratching at the walls to get out of your apartment.
Yeah, I was looking at swatches.
Oh, dude, my
Ready to blow my brains out.
My wife's got paint chips right now. That's the thing going around. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, put me down now.
Yeah, get me out of here.
So You come moseying over with, I think, about 36 White Claws, if I remember correctly. You came
I
in.
don't show up empty-handed. It's the goddamn holidays. What am I, a scumbag?
I didn't even know they made them in 48 packs. But there we are. He's got his own custom flavors. So we start boozing.
I got a bunch of White Claws. I got a bunch of Bud Lights. I got a bunch of fucking IPAs. And I got a fresh pack of heaters.
And we're down 5. It ain't good. You came over, we're down 5, I think.
Yeah.
Or it happened as you were coming over.
You know what that's called? That's a vibe change, baby.
That's a vibe change.
That's an injection. That's listen, sports fans, not sports fans, whatever you're doing, you need a hard injection of positive vibes.
You need it.
And the big man came through.
The big man came through. They start, I think, whatever. So they start making a run. And at this point, I mean, it's full on headlocks, noogies, punching, fucking flipping things, screaming, beers. That's because now the young bull, Shane Gillis, pops by. He was somewhere. He stops by. So it's me, you, Gilly, Pope, O'Connor, and Ian. So there's like 7 of them, whatever, 6 or 7. So it's like it's a thing where now we're like.
But everybody came in strategically as the game built.
As the momentum started changing.
Yeah.
Ian didn't get there till the 8th inning or what. He got there in the 4th. And now you're the run's happening. So now we're at this point, everybody's pretty plotzed. Right?
Yeah, we're all fucked up.
All fucked up.
And we win.
And we won.
And we win the game.
6-5, I believe.
So we make a solemn promise.
Everybody return
gentlemen.
at the same time to the same location to sit and watch the game in the same seats, same shirts, same everything.
And we'll do the same thing. We'll enjoy the game.
We'll get blacked out drunk.
We'll have a couple of beers.
The team.
We'll have a couple of beers, and then we'll part ways. So I went home. I fell into bed. I woke up on the floor.
Of the neighbor's apartment.
I woke up on the floor.
Oh, dude, you knocked a chandelier off your downstairs neighbor's ceiling.
Yeah. I got to come and check the girders on that.
My girl and I got up. We did some work around the apartment, which I
also headlocks.
Cannot believe that I did it. We went and looked at this apartment.
Well, at that point, you got some. I know because I had the same thing. You're wrestling with some guilt because you were out late last night, and you got to get good enough credit to go do it all over again to be hey,
yeah.
we're nuts, and we're wearing the same clothes, sitting in the same seat, drinking the same amount of beers.
I was working real hard that morning.
Oh, yeah.
I was working real hard.
A little French maid costume on, a little ass shaking.
Man, let me tell you something. I was in summer school just trying to fucking get ahead of
Trying to get points on the board so you can go lose the game.
Sure. So we did that.
Just
pretty
trying
cool.
to cover the spread.
Pretty cool something happened. This is kind of chicken sandwiches. All right. This is out of my character, but I'm going to tell you anyway.
I would love to know how you define your character.
So we're looking at these buildings that obviously I really can't afford. They're real nice. View of the city. Fucking. It's one of those places with all the amenities. Like it's not a regular apartment. It's one of those high rises that they.
A luxury apartment.
I guess.
Big man's going. Luxury,
but they're real.
They're
real like boxy and like they're not. They're not that great. They're not that.
It's
great.
like a little dorm-esque too. They're too like you walk in and then you wait at the elevator with people. It's like very dorm.
And the problem with apartments when they get that expensive is that everyone in there is paying that much money and they actually care about the building. I got guys smoking cigs in the hallway.
Sure.
You can operate. No one's in your shit.
Well, that's the thing. Some of those buildings are like that and they're really good. But this was one that you could kind of tell was kind of fronting a little bit. Like there was nicks here, there was nicks there. You could tell that shit wasn't really built like whatever. Anyway, we're waiting downstairs. I'm fucking wicked hungover.
Wicked.
Standing there, and all of a sudden I hear, "Are you Henry?" And I turn around, and there is a fucking 10-piece standing in front of me. I mean a fucking dime of a bird. She takes us up. She shows us all the places.
She's the tour girl.
She's the realtor or whatever you call it. Yeah.
I've seen the videos.
Agent.
The
leasing agent?
Yeah, leasing agent. There you go.
Let me guess. You're going to be behind Dome Rant. Got to do something to fulfill. I get it. I seen the video.
I get stuck in the dryer.
I can't move. Somebody stick something in my ears.
It's the only way he's going to loosen up.
Somebody get the 12-inch dildo. I need it.
I swear I swell up when I'm nervous.
Call Adam and Eve. No, this was just cool. So I can't really afford the apartment. We're walking by like the gaming room where people are like watching the football game. You can like rent out and watch it with your buddies or whatever.
That shit's whack.
And there was coincidentally there was people doing it. And I walk by and I hear this voice go, "Holy shit!"
That guy's fat.
And this kid comes down. He's like, "Whoa, Foley, what's up, man? I've seen you like 3 times. Blah, blah, blah. Real cool, whatever." Fucking real estate agent really changed their tune after that. She was like, "What's that all about?" I was like, "It doesn't matter." Like, let's go on.
Real cool guy.
It's pretty cool. All right.
Meanwhile, you have mustard on your shirt.
I thought that was going to be a better story. Whatever.
A pretty lady showed you a thing you couldn't afford.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
But she knew,
Everything's checking out.
but she knew a guy knew me
For who knows what.
for an undisclosed reason. Anywho.
Wait, so hold on. At that time, me and you, once the Phils get into the World Series, me and you get kooky and buy a set of tickies for me, you, and my boy Pat, right?
For Game 3.
Because Pat's looking, so I'm like, all right, we're like, at this point, it's like fucking NASA, right? Everybody's got, I found 2 for here, I found 3 for this, so it's like everybody's fucking, everybody's jumping around.
For the listener who might not be familiar with the World Series or baseball this year, the first 2 games are in Houston, and the next 3 games were in Philadelphia. So the game that we bought was the first game in Philly.
So game
3. So they had already won 1 game, so the worst it could be is 1-1. That's a good game to go to. Okay?
Sure.
So we pulled the trigger on a couple of tickets. We're out there in right field, section 105, down there at the bank. Row 3.
And
really nice ticks.
So then we go for the first game at Tommy and O'Connie's, and we say we bought tickets. So then they get fucking fired up after the big win, and they buy tickets that next day. So we show up
for game 2.
For game 2 at O'Connor and Tommy's place to sit in the same seats with the same clothes, and they go, "Yo, we bought tickets last night." And when we go, "Where at?" They go, "Section 105." And we go, "Holy fuck, that's where we are." What row? They go, 2. And we're in row 3. We're like, what fucking seats? We were 1, 2, 3. They were 5, 6 or something like that.
Yeah.
So we're going to be headlocking at the stadium just fucking randomly. So now at this point, I'm going, this is fate. This is fucking crazy. This is it. This is like a movie, simulation.
And for the listener.
So we lose game 2, and then we get real fucked up.
Yeah. for the listener, the kid in right field's gorgeous.
Yeah. So game 2 happens. We lose.
And then we could have all gone home like we had the night before, but there was just something in the air.
Somebody said, "Let's play a drinking game."
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was Mr. Gillis.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I'm out of here. And he's like, stay, you stay. Everybody stay. We'll play. I go, all right, I'll play one for a half hour. I'll play a little bomb, play a half hour. We started playing. Did you ever play 7-Eleven doubles? It was a game. I mean, we played it like back in like college and high school and shit. It's a dice game. So there's a drinker and a dice roller. And it's
7-Eleven doubles a tall beer and a pint of Dimitri vodka.
I'll take 2, please. Put it on my tab.
So you got a cup of beer in the middle of the table.
It's a race. You got to chug it before the person rolls a 7-Eleven or a double, and it's like you getting like standoffs, and it really gets the troops fucking riled up.
Yeah.
A lot of there was even more fucking push in and noogies and everything. So that happened. We did that till about 4 a.m. From midnight till 4. After drinking the whole game, from midnight till 4 we get fucking blackout drunk.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah, that's about right. That's about right.
At that point, they ask us to come over and do
Stuff Island
1 year anniversary that's filmed on Sunday. So now Friday we were there. Saturday I was there till fucking 6 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. And we got to go back to record a podcast with that. I'm like, we were sitting on that couch for like 18 hours in a weekend. It was too much.
It was a good time. We record the episode. You had a spot down there at the Comedy Cellar.
Uh-huh.
I had to go home because I was even more hungover than I was the night before.
It was bad. We're getting old. We're too old to be doing this. But it's that Philly dirtbag in you. It's like the team's playing your fight. You want to be with the boys. You want to be 18 again.
There was also an Eagles game going on. And things at home at this point in the weekend
get a little rocky.
Aren't good. They're not good. Some things that were supposed to be done weren't done, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Go home, smooth things over.
So now, but we're rolling out Monday. So it's Sunday night. I've been home for like 3 hours all weekend from Friday. And when I was home, I was ossified drunk or couldn't get off the couch hungover.
Yeah, most
like,
of the time that I
bad.
spent at home that weekend was on the toilet with brutal diarrhea.
Oh my God, dude, it's been bad. That, dude, I was so real, just hemmed up. A lot of bacon, egg, and cheeses. Just a lot of Gatorade. Trying to get together, just get it a little bit together so I can go get fucked up again.
At any point, did you switch to liquor because just the thought of more beer was too much?
No. Matter of fact,
Not yet.
I doubled down on the beer, actually.
Not yet.
So Sunday,
Because that day 3 for me was always like, it's whiskey.
you
boys.
got to change.
Yeah,
I got to do something a little more punch.
we gotta step on the gas.
Yeah.
So Monday.
Well, that happened. That did happen. I'd be remiss if I said I didn't do a couple of shots of J-Mo.
So Monday we wake up. We're doing Chrissy D's podcast
Out there in Staten
12:30,
Island.
Out there in Staten Island. We bring the car. We bring the bags.
So now I get home Sunday after the podcast at my spot at 11. Wake up, leave at 10 a.m. to go do the pod, and then we're headed to fucking Philly.
This could
night.
be the start of a new era of the podcast. We could be 3 single guys in New
Oh,
York.
we might be. We very soon all might be 3 single bros. Man, I've seen him strike out, but me and you out there too? Yikes.
We ain't making the World Series, I
No.
can tell you that.
Can't even play at the Sandlot, us 3.
Hold on a second. I pack a bag for one night. We're going down. I don't have it in me.
Which is a lot for, he doesn't have that many clothes, as the listener, as the viewer knows. You got about, depending on the week, 2 to 3 shirts. And that's, I think, high. I would say 1 to 2, but that's just me.
I could barely pack my bag. So I put 2 pairs of underwear, 2 pairs of socks in a bag with my toiletry bag, toothbrush, deodorant, my heart pills, all that stuff. I throw that in the bag. And Tommy Pope I had come across a mushroom chocolate bar that Tommy had. I threw that in there. Just in case you get jammed up, what are we going to do?
In case you get stuck in traffic, need a bite or something. You know
Throw
what I
that
mean?
shit in the thing. He comes, meet him, go. We do Chrissy D's podcast. Great time. Get in the car, right down to Philly, staying at the Marriott.
Check in,
Run
up, drop the bags,
Yeah.
we meet downstairs. Now at this point, it's 4. Game's at 8. We got fucking Tommy Pope. We got my boy Pat. We got O'Connie, and we got fucking Gilly. We're all linking up to go to the game together. Like now, this is like a thing. It's like we can't miss a game. So we get down there, boom, hit that lobby bar, start drinking. That waiter was the wackiest. Remember that guy? The eyebrows on that guy?
Yeah.
He was using shoe polish. I thought he was dressed up like Dracula for Halloween because it was the 31st, and he came over and he was just like a weird South Philly.
Have you ever
Italian
seen Bridge
guy.
of Spies with Tom Hanks?
Yes.
The English guy.
Okay.
That's what he looked like, but a South Philly dirtball with shoe polish all over his face. He was completely insane.
He was.
He was talking to us like he was our parents. He was like,
there's this weird, really effeminate thing that South Philly Italians have. Brooklyn Italians have it too, where they talk like real, like, now if you're going down, it's like real light, high pitched. It's very strange. So it was like warning, like a grandmother.
Almost sounds rehearsed. First of all, I go in and we're trying to keep it tight. He gets the cheesesteak egg rolls. I get the hummus. I asked this guy, can I have cucumbers instead of the pita?
Yeah. He was trying to make good decisions, and you've seen him try to make good decisions. And then if there comes it's got to be executed perfectly for him to be okay with it.
This guy literally, I don't know what they did to the cucumbers in the back.
Shredded.
They were shredded. I was like, what do you think?
He can't even eat the hummus. He can't. I go, make a soup. I'm like, dump them in there, mix it around.
So I was eating the hummus and the cucumbers like it was cereal. And then I say,
he's furious, dude.
I was like,
also he just wanted like some sort of burger or something.
Oh, did I? I was like, I'll have the salmon. And he goes, excellent choice. I was like, I made a bad decision. So we eat. And why is this? You guys are going to the game? Like, yeah, we're going to the game. He's like, well, just remember, the kitchen closes at 12. If you want to get back and you want to get something to eat, it's going to be a madhouse down there.
You're not
going
to be able to get out.
I tell you, that cooks out the door right at 12:01. So if you want to eat, make sure you get back. Fucking have a couple of drinks. The boys are like, let's go. We ask for the check. He gives us the same speech again. I'm telling you, they'll lock you out. Don't.
It's one of those. Did you ever see those people in New York? There's like 3 in every building. You're like, you've just been in New York for way too. Like you've just been. They're living in this wacky world where you're like, they get up, they go to work, they go to the supermarket and home. It's like there's no like
That dude's
outside
never
influence.
left Philadelphia.
Exactly. That dude's probably never left. He's probably only ever been South Philly to Center City.
You
Like,
gotta move.
You gotta shake it up a bit. You know what I mean?
The hotel, which the downtown Marriott in Philly used to kind of be nice. I remember staying there once, maybe
It's
like
nice.
15
Nah,
years
it's still
ago.
a nice hotel.
I don't know about that. The neighborhood,
Well, you can't blame the hotel on the fucking neighborhood.
it's like a demilitarized zone.
It's crazy.
It's this Philly is fucking
It's wacky
struggling.
tobacco, dude.
It's bad news. So we go.
They have the most mobile heroin addicts of any city.
It's
they
fucking
they
nuts.
move like zombies.
Dude, I went to a 7-Eleven at like, I don't know, 1:25 in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. It was like trying to get into like a fucking bank vault. They were letting one person in at a time because there's that much just wild crime. And there's a row of homeless men waiting outside to bother you while you're waiting in line to go in. And then when you come out, it's like, because people just go in and steal shit, fucking whatever. It's a wild fucking scene down there. Wild. Great city. Love it.
Now they're calling for rain that night, which Patty Foley was warning me about a week ago when we were talking about going again.
Also, what you've
Saturday
never
night-
seen, he drove down from Staten Island to Philadelphia like a fucking madman. He was driving. I've never seen anything like it. It was crazy.
He had baseball in the brain.
Nah,
Dude.
some lady cut me off. Some lady gave me the finger, and I was kind of chasing her the whole way. I just wasn't
Chasing her.
telling
Yeah,
him.
he was chasing a woman down the New Jersey Turnpike for about 72 miles. I never
I'd
seen-
get behind
he's
her,
going
and then
his
she would
fucking-
go, and I would pull over.
He's riding her ass to the point where I go, I didn't say this, but I'm going to say it now. I go, in my head, he's not a good enough driver to be this close to another driver. You know what I mean? He's got like water on the brain. You know what I mean? He misses a couple. He's a half a beat. This guy's a half a beat behind the rest.
She
of the
was a
orchestra.
fucking bitch for no reason. I had plenty of room. I put my turn signal on. I get into a lane, and then she comes up behind me, and I see her in the back fucking. And then she pulls around the side of me and fucking gives me the finger.
So
And
I pit move her.
Yeah.
And she got pretty far.
Rubbin's racing, bitch. Get out of the way.
So
I
then,
got a ball game to get to.
so then she got pretty far away from me, and I was like, you know what? Let's have a little fun. And I fucking went, and I followed her, and fucking got next to her, and just fucking stared. He didn't know what was going on. Stared at her for a little while. And then just
I knew something was up.
I toyed with her for about 50 miles.
But he's riding her ass, and we're in traffic. There's nowhere for her to go. There's a car like 10 yards in front of her. Everybody's just cruising, doing, whatever, 70 miles an hour in the left lane. There's no like real power move to make because everybody's just kind of cooking. It's not heavy traffic, but there's a line of, and he's like, fucking go, lady. I'm like, dude, she has nowhere to fucking go. You're being a fucking lunatic right now.
Well, there's no reason to be able to act like that. Be nice to each other. Anywho, they're calling for rain that night. So,
Wait, there was something else in the car that you did that was fucking crazy, wasn't there?
me? In the car? Going back to the
I
car?
forget.
I-
It'll hit me. I'll bring it back.
So, Tommy, so I'd gotten these mushrooms. You may peep that. Tommy had gotten these mushrooms, the chocolate bars. And he's like, I take 3 little bricks, 3 squares of the chocolate bar. Then, that really puts you in a good spot. You're in a good spot. He's like, I take 1 if I just want to feel a little bit happy, et cetera, et cetera. So I wasn't planning on drinking that much the night of the game, Monday night. All right. So
But turns out it was $19 beer night, and I couldn't say no.
So before we went down to dinner, we had dinner in the lobby with the psycho. I took some of the bar. Now I'm doing the math in my head. Tommy's an in shape, tight guy, tight body. I'm like, if he's taking 3, I should take 6. So, and I don't think we had eaten that day. We hadn't eaten anything yet.
We hadn't.
So I took
'Cause we went
6
straight
squares.
down.
I took 6 squares of those.
No idea of the grammage of each square.
Flying blind.
Yeah, I'm flying blind, to be honest with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is absolutely not how to do drugs.
No, don't do drugs like that.
Be very conscious
he
of
was-
your dosage
He was in a
and your
bad spot.
tolerance.
He was in a bad spot for about 4 hours.
You know what's really cool? People who know their tolerance and stick to it.
Talk about the worst night of my life and the best night of my life, back to back.
So we all meet up at the bar, right? We all go, like, where are we going to meet? Place called Dirty Frank. Shout out to it. We're there. Typical spot. Typical Philly fucking dive. Stickers all over the wall. Not trying to be a cool dive bar. Just is a dive bar. You know what I mean? Fucking wacky old bartender. Not like a cool young hip guy. It's like this woman's been a career bartender for 60 fucking years. Cash only. Everybody's fucking bebop and scat. Everybody unites. We're there. And now they start going. They're going to meet at 6 o'clock to decide if they're going to cancel the game or not, or 5:30.
So now, at this point, we've all gathered there. We're all waiting. We're all waiting to find out
And the
what
beers
the
are
deal is.
flowing.
Beers are flowing. Now,
Bernies are being burnt.
if I could take a step back, I ordered 2 martinis at dinner, and about
I'm not drinking that night. Let's fire it up with 9 grams of mushrooms and 6 shots of vodka.
about halfway.
Also, yeah, that's
About
all within a minutes of each other. You said you took them when you got up to the room. 7 minutes later, we were sitting at the table. Not even. Minutes.
about halfway through the salmon.
It started moving.
It started kicking.
About halfway through the
Spit out
salmon.
a hook.
I started thinking, I could feel it crawling up my back, and I was like, man, did I fuck up here?
Yes, you did.
And then as we were walking,
did.
To Dirty Frank's, before we walked in,
Dude, I know that feeling.
I heard a voice in my head say, yeah, I think you might have. And we get in there.
I just love watching a game with my dad.
Dude, listen, I mean, I can handle my fucking drugs. I think I've proven that over 47 years. Toby, these things were fucking up my ass. Kicking
He was in a bad spot,
the
dude.
shit out of me. Like, first of all, they had all this art on it was crazy how the visuals were working. Like, picture if everything in here had a frame on it. Inside the frame, everything was like moving around, but then the other things weren't. The walls were literally breathing, and the ceiling was literally breathing on me. And it wasn't a good. I wasn't.
That seems great. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you know, sometimes you could have an intense trip and it be
Kidding.
awesome, and sometimes you can have an intense trip and it not be good. Every fucking awful thing was whispering in my ear. Every fucking, this is going to happen, that's going to happen, you did this, you did that. What are you going to do? You're a piece of shit. Dude, it was fucking.
That was me the whole time.
Look back at Kevin. Get out of here, you.
Sorry.
I'm trying to kill it with fucking beers and booze, and it's not working. So we're all sitting there. Tommy's sick. Pope was sick. He's sick as a dog. So he's like curled up in the thing, and like it just wasn't looking good.
So they kept checking in every half hour of like, hey, we're going to cancel the game. We're going to meet in another half hour. They're going to meet in another half hour. So it's 6:30-ish, I think. They finally call it. But now at that point, we've been drinking for hour and a half, 2 hours. You know, everybody's like 4 or 5, like everybody's multiple beers in because everybody's charged up of like, oh, we'll do this one, then we'll hop on the sub. Like, everybody's real fucking charged up. You know what I mean?
This is how you wind up getting thrown out of a WNBA game.
Yeah.
You're just like, we got to do something.
Got to do something. Well, we did. So we hang there for a little bit. Tommy rolls out. He's like, if the game's tomorrow, I got to go get some fucking shut-eye because everybody's just, at that point, like, nobody wants to be drinking. But you're like, we're fucking here. We're doing this. We're pot committed at this point. So we relocate and we go over to the Barstool Bar, which is like just a huge sports bar. And we get in there and we're sitting down at the fucking table. And Shane goes, do you guys have dice? So they go, I don't know. So this woman comes back with dice. Next thing you know, we're playing 7-Eleven doubles at the bar, ordering 40 Coors Lights at a time. 40 at a clip. We're ordering Coors Lights, and we are getting fucking, it is a good old rabble-rouser fucking dust-up of chugging beers. We're going, fucking everybody's fighting, screaming, like in a good, like, everybody's just revved up. I honestly think that bill, Coors Light-wise, was probably 80 Coors Lights.
I paid the bill.
I know, I know.
Wasn't that bad?
No, I'm saying amount of beers.
Amount of beers that we drank?
Those buckets, I think, had 15 or 20 in them.
Yeah, we drank like 3 or 4 buckets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. It was crazy.
Yeah.
They
But
were just like coming over, collecting the empty bottles, laughing. And we were like, I don't know what's happening.
just to explain myself, so we were at Frank's long enough where I had gone through hell. Literally, I had gone through hell and was starting to come out of it. And Stutsky was the one that got me out of it. He's like, if you want to kill mushrooms, you need sugar.
Oh,
so
right.
I chugged.
Oh, yeah.
I chugged about four shitty bar
Cokes.
Oh man, and there ain't nothing better than fucking a gun that's never been cleaned. Fucking Vineland
Taste
syrup.
all the different kind of flavors on it.
A little cherry in the back. It's like a wine tasting. So I chugged 2 of them, and it starts to even me out a little bit. And I was just so happy not to be fucking tripping anymore that I was like, all right, let's fucking go.
Let's lock and load and have 18 Coors Lights.
Yeah.
Which we did. I think you were drinking martinis there, too, if I recall correctly. You were. When we all first sat down, before we started playing, you were doing
No, I was
martinis.
drinking tequila and sodas.
Tequila and soda. I didn't know you weren't drinking beers.
No, yeah, I was drinking tequila and sodas. Then we started playing the game. We did that for a little while.
Maybe 2 hours. Like, not a little while. It was like a fucking proper marathon of chugging beers.
And then
You may proceed. Chicken sandwich.
chicken sandwiches.
We go to a whorehouse.
We kill a homeless guy. We end up at an establishment that some of you folks might know
We dabbled in the flesh trade a little bit.
as Delilah's Den.
Just Delilah's, yeah, I believe. Could be Delilah's Den. I don't
It
know.
was Delilah's Den when I was banging. It is a
Gentlemen's Club.
it's a gentleman's facility. They do shows there, burlesque shows,
Tasteful.
titties out. So we ended up at a strip joint. Got all fucked up. Got out of there.
And the game hasn't even happened yet, dude. I got back to my hotel room and I'm like, I just want to go. Like, it was an obligation. This is just like obligation drinking and partying. And you can't say no with that crew or anybody. You know what I mean? Like,
No.
especially with Gilly, Pope, and O'Connor. You say I'm done. It's like, what the fuck? You're not. They all, they all team up against you. Peer pressure, goddammit.
Good times. Tuesday, slept in.
Dude, it's like the world. It's been the world's longest 5 days.
I didn't bring
Crazy.
a change of clothes, and I didn't bring
Dude,
my
he's
CPAP
walking
machine.
around in that yellow
'cause-
fucking Hawaiian shirt for 3 days straight.
I thought we'd be in and out. I didn't bring my CPAP, so I'm like, one night I'll be okay. Dude, I have the worst night's sleep fucking Monday night. Fucking Tuesday, fucking wake up. I'm dying. Fucking chugging water. Fucking, I can tell that I'm starting to feel sick. This and that and the other thing. Fucking lay around until we get until we go to the game. We meet back at Barstool before the game.
Boys, I've never been more proud of you guys.
Why?
There isn't a crew working harder for the Phillies than the actual Phillies. You guys
We
were
gotta
putting
do
in
it.
the work,
You
dude.
gotta do it, man.
You went through the World Series drinking.
Dude, it was so. Dude, this is how.
Toby, you want to win ball games? What do you want to do?
Come on, let's fucking go.
Dude, this is how much of a degenerate. It's just like debauchery. It's been. I left my tab open at the Barstool bar.
Classic.
The company card. So I'm like, I got to get my hands back on that. So I go back to get that.
That card is the company.
I go in, I get it. They're like, we can't find it. I'm with Tommy Pope. We're both just sweating. Like, it's bad. So I'm like, come on, man. I'm like, it's got to be. He's like, the bartender's on like a ski. He's like, what other bars were you at? I'm like, dude, it's got to be here. It has to. I know it has to be here. He finally finds it. We go, we're like, all right, let's go home. We'll shower, and then we'll figure out where we're going to start drinking for the game again. And they're like, Barstool Bar. I had to walk back in there about 45 minutes later with like I haven't been living in this place. It was fucking tough, dude.
Couple of beers there, but nice, tasteful. Couple,
Yeah.
By the way, in my head, you guys are like dudes in a locker room, game 5. Tommy's got ice on his shoulder.
Yeah, we're all beat up because everybody's like
Foley's
40.
putting Tiger Balm on his knees
Yeah.
and shit.
Someone's in an ice bath.
It's funny you mention that because Monday night I thought
It's bad, dude.
Monday night
We were fucking banged up.
when I was tripping really bad, I had this bad pain in my neck.
Which thought it was a.
I
What
thought
did you think it was
thought
a stroke or something?
tumor or something like that.
We're walking to the bar. He goes, I think I got a tumor in my neck. I'm like, I wasn't even engaging with him. I didn't even look at him. I didn't respond.
Bad.
I think I got a tumor.
So I went to CVS
Dude,
and
it's pouring rain. We're walking bar to bar, and he's going, I think I got a tumor in my neck. I'm like, you are the biggest buzzkill in the world.
I went to CVS the next morning at Ben Gay. That stuff is old school. That'll fucking take the paint off of something. Made it go away. Anywho.
That's what they use at John Hopkins.
So we have a couple of beers at Barstool. Couple of IPAs, couple of wings, couple of...
Yeah, I'm seeing got brain cancer. Run down to the CVS, grab some Ben Gay, a little fucking Tylenol.
Oh, Advil will take that off.
We separate there into 2 different Ubers. We're all going to meet up at Xfinity Live.
If you're not familiar with a lot of people aren't probably familiar. Xfinity Live is like they bought. So in Philadelphia, the stadiums are all next to each other in South Philadelphia, right? All the stadiums are right there. It's where the basketball and hockey team play, the Citizens Bank Park, and then where the Eagles play are all within like a 4-block
complex.
And in the heart of that, it's called Xfinity Live. It's Comcast Xfinity opened up this like place to watch the games. There's like it's like imagine a sports bar on fucking steroids. You know what I mean? There's a brewery part of it. It's like a mall for drinking. Pat said that. There's like a brewery part. There's this big center thing. There's outside, big stages outside. Fucking like Skankfest-esque of like all this different shit happening all within one complex. There's a PBR bar, like the professional bull riding bar with the mechanical bull. It's like a Western thing. It's a big fucking scene. It's every dirtbag in Philadelphia is there.
I saw a clip of O'Connor on the bull.
Sure. He was killing it, too.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. Really working it.
So we get in there.
Start drinking
there.
Heavy bike.
Well, at that point, you're at the point of, like, like you said, you got to press the fucking gas.
We got
if you're going, you got to go.
Truth be told, we got walked into that place, and went around everybody. We got to the bar. The dude that walked us in fucking just, boom, 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 boom. And we had like 9 rounds of beers in like fucking 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So we fucking crushed those. We head over to the fucking stadium. We all get in there. We get in our seats. And the greatest baseball game.
It's crazy. They had 5
ever.
home runs, dude. 3 of them in our set. They were landing like 15 feet from us. It was crazy.
It was nuts. So we're in right field. This kid, Nick Castellanos, is in right field. The past 2 games, he has made 2 unbelievable catches in right field where he had to like fucking sprint and slide and get him. That's what started the fucking rally, I think, the Friday night game. And he did the same thing on Saturday, or he did it in the last series. I can't remember. Before we even know what the fuck's going on, that happens. Altuve hits one fucking out to him. He fucking sprints, grabs it.
Like sliding fucking.
We're like, what the fuck is going on?
It's also funny. You were in disbelief. It was like you were from another planet trying to understand what was happening.
Yeah, it was crazy.
He was looking at me like, like the seats. I don't know what you thought was going to happen. Like I don't know what you were expecting when we got, dude. He was like, look at that. Look, it was like literally like mind-blowing.
We were right there. We're in the middle of the fucking World Series.
It's so close. It's right there. Look at this. Oh my God. And then the homers just keep fucking getting hit, and he's looking over me like, what the fuck? It was like he was like a baby. It was very cute to see.
Bottom of the first inning, fucking Bryce Harper comes up. Okay, I think somebody had walked or somebody had got a hit. So there's one guy on base. I can't remember how many outs there were. I don't think there was any, to be honest with you. Harper gets up. First pitch, just fucking, you just hear this crack of the bat.
Mm-hmm.
You hear this crack that you couldn't really describe in words the way it sounds.
It's a crack. I mean, that's the closest
and
word
this
to it.
fucking ball sails up into the fucking moonlight, and we're all just watching.
There's that weird thing when you're watching live where it's like you hear the crack, everybody goes, yeah, and then there's a half a second where everybody's looking, doing the math to see where it's like trying to track the trajectory. Is it going to get out? So there's like
complete silence,
a fucking cunt hair of silence, and it's just like, and then you do, and you realize it's going, and the place fucking, it's like somebody set off a pipe bomb, dude. It went fucking wild.
They have a seismograph station at in Brandywine, Pennsylvania, for Penn State University. Does that home run registered on the seismograph? That and Alec Boehm's home run registered, and the Harper one. The red was like this long. Boehm's is like that. Dude, the place was fucking shaking. Just fucking jacks a 2-run homie, like 15 feet away from us. And then they just kept fucking hitting home runs. And we just kept getting fucked up and fucked up and fucked up and fucked up. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was definitely a wild fucking experience.
Then we ended the night at Xfinity Live. Fucking walked back in there. Couple of fucking buckets of Bud Light started flowing around. We were in the VIP section up there. O'Connie was riding the bull. And then
Shout out to Freddie Mitchell.
an old ex-Eagles player, Freddie
who
Mitchell.
wasn't that great. Standard average player, but he had a huge play in the 2005 season, right? It was that I think it was the season they made that run to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It was the 2005 season. They were down and out. They were down 7 or 4 whatever at some point.
He shows up
4th and 24 or 4th and 26. I think it was 4th and 24.
He shows up in the VIP
and he catches it. He catches the ball. So he's he's now like a local. He's like Vince Papale from Invincible. Like he's done one thing and everybody fucking loves him.
He shows up in the VIP section with 4 female National Guard troops, all in their uniform. I guess they were doing the thing or whatever. And everyone's getting all fucked up, fucking twisting, fucking hanging out, whatever. And that was it. Time to go night-night.
Yeah, at that point, I was just like happy to be like, I'm done drinking. Like, this is it.
How many brews at the game?
That's funny you bring that up because I'm looking at the big man was buying all the beers.
Yeah.
Right? He was on the end. Also, couldn't have worked out better when you're rolling with a big fella. You know,
Sure.
Size and placement is important. We were seats 1, 2, and 3.
Playoff game, too. A lot of standing.
Oh, yeah. And I
But
was
big
I
man's
was
hanging
in
out
the aisle.
He was treating like the courtyard, that guy.
It was nice. Everybody was fucking hanging out. Everyone was real chill. It was awesome. It was awesome. Castellanos was fucking throwing balls to the kids. The kids were fucking catching them. He included everybody. When they would score one, or when we got an out, he would, he tells the other players we got one. He would hit right field. He would hit us. We're all like, doing that back and forth. Dude, it was a fucking good time.
Okay, I got a question for you, Foley.
Go ahead.
Bryce Harper jacks that homie to you.
Yes.
It lands right in your shirt pocket.
Uh-huh.
Are you giving it to a kid?
100%.
That's crazy.
Not even a fucking thought in my mind.
That's like
The
that's like $3,000. That's like a $3,000 ball on eBay.
Yeah, whatever. Maybe I would bring it home to my niece or nephew.
yeah, there you
and
go.
I thought about that, but probably not. I would probably give it to one of the kids that was there. Here you go, buddy. Not even thinking about it. If it was something real special, I'd try to give it back to him. But no, I'm not leaving with that big. What am I, a fucking asshole? There were dudes that were like when Nick was throwing the balls back and forth because they would have a catch in right field, and then when the inning was about to start, he would toss that ball up to the kids. There was a couple of losers that were like trying to get it. You don't do that. That's a fucking dirtbag move. It's a child's game. It's for the kids, goddammit.
Yeah, not grown men on mushrooms.
Now, just leave me some White Claws.
I mean, yeah.
Were we drinking at the game?
That's not what I said.
The first charge was for HF, it's tagged, from Aramark, Citizens Bank Park.
That's the one.
101.78.
Yeah.
That was probably 6 beers, 6, 7 drinks
We were buying 2 trees at a time.
for each person.
Yeah.
Of course.
There would just seem to be so many drinks and also not enough drinks at the same time.
Yeah.
Is that this? I remember I would look down at my feet and there'd be 100 unopened beers. I'm like, this is the greatest day yet. And then I look back 20 minutes later and they're gone. I'm like, are we drinking these beers? I'm like, there's no way these are all empty now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really got to dry out, really. I'm just such a bad alcoholic. Like, I don't think I always said, and I guess this is very, would be an issue. Like, I don't have a drinking problem. I have a problem with drinking, if that makes sense.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
It ain't all the time, but it's on when it is.
When it's all, and I like a good time. You know what I mean? Like, I like fucking, but dude, I think the week before we went out with Bert, between when I was in Germany and when I got home and then we left for Bert, I didn't drink for a week. That was like one, and I felt so good. And I feel so shitty when I'm hungover to the point where it's like, I don't think I can do this. Like, I used to remember people be like, the hangovers got so bad. I'm like, yeah, you push through. But now I'm like, I genuinely think
I'm done.
I could give it up.
I'm done until at least Christmas. I'm making a run here, trying to be healthy till Christmas at least.
It's
Couple
such
of
a
months.
fucking dude. This week just really, we drank. First of all, like, we were just all together. It was like college. We were all together for 5 days straight, hanging every meal. Most meals were together. Fucking every you're in a text. It was like fucking summer camp for dirtbags. And then to like, it just I'm just like, I would give anything to not have to fucking drink. Like, we woke up the day of the postponed game, like the day of when it actually happened. I was like, we have to drink again tonight. Because I don't have the tools to just go to the game and not drink. Does that make sense?
Of course.
I wouldn't go to the game.
Sure.
Because I don't know how to experience stuff without drinking, which is tough.
I also double dipped on the mushrooms the next day as well.
Did you double up your dose?
No, it took smaller.
Interesting. It still worked?
Yeah. You know,
Generally, you got to double the next day.
dude, these were wicked. These were like the fucking rattlers, something.
Devil's breath.
Dude, man. Fucking copperheads. I don't know what they were called. They were fucking, they get you.
Well, I can't one up the World Series, but I did do something real.
I did play a wiffle ball in the park.
Real dumb on Halloween night.
Hit it.
Halloween, fuck, that was Monday.
Yeah, we didn't even experience Halloween because we were at the fucking game.
I did. I had a full-on New York City Halloween.
You did.
What'd you do?
I went down the village after the parade.
Oh
people
my
watching.
God.
Jesus.
Dude, that gets crazy.
I saw so many white Michael Jacksons, which was crazy to
Yeah.
me.
Did you go by yourself?
No, I went with the homie, dude. Check this out.
What time did you get down? For the listener, the village during the
West
Halloween
Village.
parade, the West Village during the Halloween parade is fucking insane. Like, mobs of people, you can't cross the street, you get stuck in certain parts of the city. It gets fucking wild.
Yes.
It's like crowd control.
Yes. So we're like people watching, seeing a bunch of crazy shit. It was
Oh, it's giving me a
great.
panic attack.
It was fun, but
Yeah.
it was after the parade.
All
So
right,
it
there
was-
you go.
So we're walking through where it's been barred off, and you can see the people. It's dispersing.
Dude, I've
We got down there at like 10.
Okay, dude. The first night I didn't know I didn't know that was a thing, and we had spots at the Village Lantern. We were trying to get a show off the event. And I'm like, oh, so I went down my first year in New York, got off the subway at like 7:00 or something. You couldn't even get off the ramp. Like, you were just stuck in 4th Street Station with thousands of people, and I remember sweating, freaking out, just being like, let me out of here.
So then around 11, so we kicked in the village, people watching. Around 11, went to a full-blown nightclub where I saw Jersey Shore fame DJ Pauly D DJ.
What nightclub was this?
There you go.
Something called Lava. It was horrible.
Lavo, I believe.
Yeah.
LAVO.
It was
That's a proper New York City nightclub. How'd you get in there? You had to know somebody or something.
No, I just bought a ticket.
Oh, it was like an event.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Uh,
Whose idea was this?
I was like, let's do the dumbest thing we can do on Halloween in New York.
Okay.
And there was nothing. Like, I was shocked that there wasn't like more bands or something. I was like, Pauly D, that's gonna suck. Let's go.
Yeah. How was it?
Terrible.
Oh, I'm sure. It's Pauly D.
Was it crowded?
Yes,
He
but
moves tickets.
he moves tickets, but he doesn't even. We are in the wrong business, dudes.
Oh, yeah.
He came on stage at midnight, just played songs, no actual DJing of
No,
any
no,
type.
no, yeah, yeah.
Like, no.
He did it once and it was so bad. It was amazing. But he didn't even do Pauly D. He wasn't even throwing out "Yeah, buddies" or like he didn't say anything.
He's like a DJ. He's not even like a personality. He thinks he's a DJ,
Yes.
so he doesn't lean into the personality.
Yes, but he said one thing 5 times,
Cabs are here.
and it's my favorite thing I've ever heard. He kept on going, "I love Halloween this time of year."
I hate when it falls into summer. Halloween in June stinks. It should be in October every year. Somebody sign my petition. That's crazy. Pauly D in the building.
Yeah, if you were to be like, "Have you seen Pauly D?" I would be like, "Kinda." He was in a
Sure.
corner playing a Spotify playlist.
Yeah, I was told he was there.
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah, I get that. Those dudes make crazy money still.
Crazy money, dude. I was doing the math. He probably cleared, 32 grand that night on doing nothing.
On tickets.
Oh, more than that. Oh, way more than that.
You think more than that?
Yeah. DJ Pauly D. It says, claiming to make $11 million from his DJ earnings. That makes sense. That's in Forbes too. That's relatively on the nose. You know what I mean?
100%. I had something else written down, but I can't find it. Oh well.
That's crazy. Yeah, those dudes they get like different deals. They get like They're not like pure ticket deals.
Oh my God! This is the best thing I saw the whole night. So we're standing there.
There was something better than Paulie D.
It's packed.
On
it's
Halloween and this time of year.
Some would say the main reason I even brought this up that this happened. There was a guy in a booth right in front of us. The booths are like 5 racks a piece to just get the booth, right?
Sure.
Then you throw the bottle service on top of it. You're looking at like potentially like $40,000 for this section, right?
And it was packed with a lot of chicks running around?
Lot of chicks.
A lot of hot New York.
And you're dressed like now, like the way you are would be right now, right?
No, my costume.
Whoa, you left this part out.
It
Oh, God.
No one got it. No.
Classic Toby.
No one got it.
I was a Chicago dog. That was my favorite food. I was a hot dog, and then I wore a Bears jacket. No one got it. Didn't make sense. It wasn't great.
I mean,
It wasn't great.
it's a tweet at best, but I'm with it.
I haven't dressed up for Halloween. Who gives a shit?
What was the last thing you dressed up for Halloween? All right, he's dying.
What was the question? Last thing I dressed up for is Halloween. I don't fucking know. That Legion of Skanks that we went to, was that around Halloween?
Oh, it was Halloween. It was Halloween.
Where
We
they did
cops,
the trial?
I think.
Yeah, it
we
was
do
a cop.
cops.
Yeah, it was the last year.
Gotcha.
Before that,
2 years
man,
ago,
I
guess.
couldn't tell you.
A lot of dudes dress up as cops at this thing.
That's the easiest
A
one.
lot of Long Island dudes.
Yeah.
There was one chick who did.
LIDs.
Yeah. But this guy is in this booth right in front of us. And he's sitting there, and he looks like Mark Zuckerberg. He's got like a gray quarter zip with like shitty sunglasses on his head.
Sure.
And he gets shaken down by the management and the server of this section to cough up for the bill before Paulie D even goes on.
Really?
They clearly racked up some.
Something nuts.
They had like 9 bottles on the table. Like they were going hard. They hit some limit where they were like, we got
to make sure this clears.
So they like. It's like a manager, a security guard, flashlight on him, a server getting his card, running it, whatever, right there, the thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he is bummed, dude.
Yeah.
And he spends about 35 minutes just sulking, being sad, because clearly, like, his boys left him out in the lurch.
Sure,
whatever.
that's always the case, dude.
You can't send a Venmo request for $15,000.
No, and there's like, I've seen it happen before, too. It would go out with, like, people who would do that kind of shit, and it would be like, on paper, everybody goes, yeah, we'll get it. You look, you're like, all right, well, the bottle or whatever is, we used to go to a place where it was like $200. I was also never paying. But they would be like, oh, yeah, we'll get it. It's $20 a head or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, that math makes sense. But then you throw in like, oh, well, we got 2, and then it's the taxes, the tips, there was this whatever fee, the nightlife charge, all this shit.
Nightlife charge?
Whatever. That bill doesn't come out to $200 if you order a bottle of vodka.
Automatic gratuity.
Yeah, all that kind of shit. And then people order drinks, and then you get the bill, and you're like, I didn't ask for the Red Bull, because they'll give you like the tonics or whatever, but the Red Bulls are probably $11 a clip.
Uh-huh.
And the broads like those Red Bulls, you know?
Yeah.
You're getting banged out.
And there's still those servers, their sole job is to bang you the fuck out for the most expensive shit.
So I think Francis, our pal Francis Ellis, has like a thing of like, if you were going to go do that, because he rolls in, high affluent circles, he did like a video of like, if you're doing it, you grab the waitress and go, like if you're going on a bachelor party or whatever, and it's like, listen, only take orders from me. I am not paying for anything else that anybody else orders. If somebody says you're only authorized to bring stuff that I order, like for the table. Like I'll make the decision, right? Like we're not doing like he ordered that and he wanted a Crown and Coke, so we got a bottle of Crown, like what? Because they know everybody's fucked up. Dude, 11 dudes roll into a nightclub. If they know it's a bachelorette party, they know everybody's on fucking Molly, blow, been drinking, so they're like, and then some hot girl with fucking big cans is like, oh, did you want that? Oh, we'll just bring you the bottle. And they go, okay. Like, you don't fucking know what's happening.
I got jammed
Next
up.
thing you know, you're fucking screwed.
Wait, so then Mark Zuckerberg, after 35 minutes of sulking,
He's got it.
stands up, takes a glass of New Amsterdam vodka, which is so funny. That's New Amsterdam. It's $10 a bottle. They're selling it
He's
for
probably just paid
$3,200 for
He just
it.
paid fucking $350 for it.
And he drinks a glass of this to the dome, and then spends the rest of the night walking around the section, getting in the back of everyone's videos, like trying to be a part of it. No one wants to hang with him. I watched 4 girls shift mid-video to get him out of the background of it.
Easy does it, son.
he one by one got shot down by every girl in the section as they all slowly
I
left.
love seeing
dude.
that. I love seeing that.
Poor bastard.
Fucking hilarious.
That's a good time. Watching a guy at a nightclub get turned down is is a great thing to witness in real time because every dude knows that feeling and it fucking sucks.
He was upside down in a Pauly D show, dude.
Oh man.
That happened to me at Scores one time. I was with my brother.
The stripper?
No.
Oh, I think you got turned down by a stripper.
No.
No, I'm busy, sir.
At Scores, this is 15 years ago, more than that, probably 17 years ago. My brother and all of his boys went to Scores. I was all coked up. Stripper sits
all
down.
checks out.
Stripper sits down next to me, starts talking about like, "Ooh, I'm hungry," and this and that. And I didn't even say yes. She just ordered a bunch of shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ordered a bunch of food
Oh,
on the
yeah.
fucking tab, and all like literally like 15 minutes later, like 6 plate, like dinners, like a salmon plate came out.
Who had the lasagna?
Dude, talk about
we got fucking fajitas.
talk
cooking.
about killing the fucking vibe. And the kid
Ah.
that was paying was like, "What the fuck? We didn't." I'm like, "Did you order this?" I'm like, "No, I didn't order." She's like, "Oh, I told him I was ordering." I was like, "You didn't fucking tell me that," and I was fucking bugging out. He was like, "Get this shit out of here," and then she got like taken in the back by the bouncers.
I've never heard from him.
Never heard from her again.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, man, I never. Luckily, I never.
I hate
really-
that shit.
I never really enjoyed that style of nightlife.
No,
I'm a shot
not
and a
at
beer kind
all.
of guy. But in your I was in my early 20s, hanging out with like older people. And
I've
like,
never been
that
to
was
a club
cooler.
like that. I've never done like bottle service at a club.
That might be a Patreon goal.
How could you film it though?
We do it on phones, GoPro.
Yeah.
Phones, GoPro.
I mean,
everybody's filming in nightclubs all the time.
It's basically a social media getup. Like,
yeah,
get
they want
together.
you to film.
You know?
Hey, I'm here.
Yeah, that's all that anyone. No one gave a fuck what Pauly D was doing. I've never seen more self-facing videos. Also, Pauly D played a lot of Kanye.
Really? I stand with the Jews.
Never. Me too. Never had bottle service.
We can figure it out. It's not fun.
Plus, Kanye stinks. I said he's got a couple good songs. That's it. Everybody makes him out like he's
I
fucking
mean-
Jesus. Get out of here with that bullshit.
Sure.
Give me a little Rob bass. That's what I like.
Came to get down.
Yeah, let's go.
We could do that. It's not.
I'm not saying I want to.
It was. Yeah, of course.
Definitely
No, of
not
course.
anytime soon.
It would not be. Oh, well, we're sober. How about this weekend?
Mhm.
It's definitely not my cup of tea. It's just a lot. Even when I was doing
always
it, I
hated
remember
it.
sitting there being like, "This is not my vibe." Like,
It's not fun, man.
and it took me to like my mid-20s to realize that. My mid to late 20s to be like, "Oh, I'd rather just sit in a booth with my friends laughing or
Shooting
what you know what I mean?
dice.
Yeah, shooting fucking dice in a public place."
7-Eleven doubles. Let's go.
Oh man, but yeah, that's it, gang. We got to wrap it up. We
Gang.
love yous. We appreciate yous.
We love yous. We appreciate yous. What a weekend.
I'm never drinking ever again. Peace.
Ooh.